Reporting for Cougar News. Reporting for Canyons News. For Canyons News, I'm Veronica Secchi.
Veronica, do you have more?
Yeah, thanks guys. The cyclist who lost her job in 2017. Quarantine has many people looking for company in the form of furry friends. But what does it mean to adopt responsibly? I'll take a look into this next. Residents of the Santa Clarita Valley came out Saturday morning in support of the Black Lives Matter movement to protest the death of George Floyd, an African-American man who died in police custody in Minnesota on May 25th.
We are all made in the divine image and we all deserve dignity. I think it's really powerful to see people out here declaring that. I really hope and pray for change and justice in this country, which is at a really, really, really difficult crossroads right now.
The protest comes in lieu of the recent deaths of multiple African-American citizens, from Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, to the most recent George Floyd. It's a protest that mirrors those currently happening all over the United States. And many say it's something that's been bubbling below the surface for a long time.
So quickly after Breonna's murder that, I don't know, I feel like it sparked a very necessary fire that should have been sparked so long ago.
Yeah. There was a definite domino effect from the events that happened in the post-COVID.
It's like a snowball effect. It's just they're constantly not heard over and over.
Just a certain point where you can't, where it's just there's.
Yeah, enough is enough.
Yeah.
Protesters gathered on McBean Parkway and Valencia Boulevard at approximately 11 a.m. before marching down Valencia to the Sheriff's Department located on Magic Mountain Parkway. There, protesters kneeled in silence for approximately 8 minutes to mourn the death of Floyd before continuing on. The Sheriff's Department continued to closely monitor the situation as it unfolded, later allowing protesters to enter the center of the intersection to continue to demonstrate.
So far, things are peaceful. So far, no violence or rioting, and I'm hoping that it stays that way.
Police began dispersing the crowd shortly after 2 p.m., citing a violation. Though as people start to clear out, the sentiment remains the same.
We're here to say Black Lives Matter. We're here to say that every person deserves equal treatment under the law and to be treated like a human being.
Reporting for Canyons News, I'm Veronica Secchi. Over the weekend, California State University of Northridge hosted a very special event for families who have a child with special needs.
The Family Focus Resource Center has put this event together for the last 7 years, so this is the 8th year, bringing families together around the number of different vendors in the community. So it's very hard for families to access services when they don't know what those services are in the community.
The Family Focus Resource Fair provides families a chance to explore community services from 80-plus nonprofits and vendors alike.
We're here with Glorious Pies because we're an adult autism work program. So it's not a volunteer program. They're working, they're earning a paycheck, and we're replicating a real work environment. Not that that's the last job. We want to look at Glorious Pies as it being the first job for so many of these individuals on the spectrum.
Along with face painting, a drum circle, and live performances, the fair had some surprise guests.
We talk to families, often families, myself included. I have a child with autism, a young adult. We often feel excluded. There's not friendly places for us to go and to congregate. And so having this large number of families together also helps with networking and introducing people to each other, so it's a great event.
While it remains the largest resource fair in LA County, this nonprofit has local roots.
So we've been around for about 12 years in Santa Clarita, and we serve a lot of families. We have workshops and trainings. We actually have a resource fair in Santa Clarita too, but it's held in the spring, and this year it will be April 25th at Canyon Country Park.
For Cougar News, this is Veronica Secchi. The County of Los Angeles' Castaic Animal Shelter has seen a change in pet adoption rates since COVID-19 sent everyone indoors.
We have a high adoption rate with our animals here at the shelter. I think with people staying at home, they want somebody to keep company, and they're coming to our shelter and adopting from, so that's really great for us.
Since March 15th, pet adoptions have increased significantly. Chavez says while this is a good thing, one concern he has is what will happen when the quarantine lifts and people return to a normal life. A concern that some pet owners echo.
So many people are saying that they're home and that they need something to get them through this, and like they got laid off or something, and you see other people suggest that they adopt an animal. So like there's a lot of people who are just like wanting or rushing into it, I think, and like they're not thinking about the bigger picture, obviously.
In accordance with social distancing, the shelter asks those interested in adoption to go online to the county's website to make an appointment to meet the animals.
It's good that there's waiting lists, because then people have to really think about it, and like if they get called in for like, oh, okay, we have an animal that's ready to be adopted, as this person is realizing, well, like they have to go back to work or they have to find a job soon, then hopefully only the people that actually want to take care of an animal for its entire life will be the ones to go back in.
Right now, adoptions are free through the County of Los Angeles. Those interested can visit the county's website to view available animals. For Canyons News, I'm Veronica Secchi. Thanks for tuning in. For more news, visit our website at canyonsnews.com. For Canyons News, I'm Veronica Secchi.